am so thrilled. Thank you so much. I am so thrilled that that Mr. Torricelli introduced me. What he didn't say is that when I first got in Congress, I was a lot thinner and younger then. He was my chairman. He was my chairman of the Western Hemisphere subcommittee, and I was so greatly honored to follow his leadership when it comes to freedom, democracy, the advancement of human rights in our hemisphere, in the Middle East, and now talking about this very important issue that should matter to all Americans. This is not an issue for Iranian Americans. It matters to each and every one of us. So thank you, Bob, for your many years of leadership. We miss you. Come on back. No. And look at we got Andy Card. You've got John Bolton. Oh boy. You've got some really top-notch people who are going to be speaking. So I'm just going to be brief. Plus, we have a series of votes. You're familiar with that. And I want to say thank you to Judge Poe. That's right here. Judge Poe was our hero. Judge Poe carried the day. And the judge laid it all out for us last week in our committee, because the problem that we face is real, and the problem is growing. A lot of people took their eye off the ball, and they're looking at this so-called Arab Spring, which may be good, may end up not being so terrific. And as Netanyahu says, he fears that the Arab Spring may bring about an Iranian winter. And some people have taken their eye off the ball, which is Iran and their horrible human rights abuses and their speed with which they are becoming a nuclear power. And the government in Iraq, as we know on this issue, is not upholding the assurances that it signed, saying that it would provide humane treatment to the residents of Camp Ashraf. And because there is no U.S. pressure for them to do what they said that they would do, they will not do it. Instead, what the government of Iraq has done, as we know, it has forcibly entered the camp time after time, resulting in the deaths of dozens and the injuries of so many more. And we've all seen that chilling video over and over again. It is horrendous. Where is the outrage? Where are the people saying, and the human rights activists saying, let's investigate, let's do something, let's help these innocent victims? There's no guarantee that the government of Iraq and their security forces will not repeat their past unacceptable behavior, because they have paid no price for it in the international community. The safety of the residents of Camp Ashraf is in jeopardy. It's in jeopardy right now, right this moment. It will be in jeopardy until the international community says that this is unacceptable. This cannot happen. And this is a critical time for the U.S. to stand up and do the right thing. The U.S. position must be clear, and it must be steadfast. And as you know, thanks to Judge Poe's leadership in our Foreign Affairs Committee last week, our Foreign Affairs Committee adopted the Foreign Relations Authorization Act, and it included this important amendment by Judge Poe, calling on the Department of State to urge the government of Iraq to do something crazy, to uphold its commitments, its signed commitments, and for the U.S. to take all necessary and appropriate steps to meet our own commitments to ensure that Ashraf residents are treated humanely and are not forcibly relocated to other places in Iran. And now we know what that will mean. If they are sent to Iran, we know what the result will be. And now the government of Iraq knows full well what the position of the U.S. House of Representatives is, as stated by our committee that will be on the floor. That bill will be on the floor in September. And it's time for the Obama administration to follow suit and to make sure that Ashraf residents receive the protections that they were promised, that they are entitled to. There is no time to waste. So I am so proud to be here with you, to be here with this distinguished lineup, and say that we are all residents of Camp Ashraf. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Torcelli. They're up again.
Great to see you.